Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, how are you? I hope all is well. We are from the fifth group. My name is Siti Nadia Tulusna and my friend Faisal Anwar and Intan Lestari. We are going to present about practice and online learning challenge. But before we start, let's start our presentation today by saying Basmalah together.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Okay. The first speaker is Faisal Anwar. To Faisal Anwar, time is yours.
COVID-19 pandemic has wreaked havoc on every aspect of society. It has caused profound disruption to the education system as governments around the world have temporarily closed education institutions to contain the spread of the coronavirus. Face-to-face classes have been cancelled and moved online, bringing about the rise of online learning that has allowed learners to continue to their education. The sudden transition from face-to-face to online learning has, however, posed numerous challenges for students, teachers, administrators, and education leaders. Here are some of the challenges faced by students and teachers, along with the suggestion to overcome them. The first is adaptability. Students find it difficult to adapt to an online learning environment immediately after traditional classroom learning. Due to the sudden change, they are not able to adapt to the computer-based learning. Students who have been always studying in the traditional classroom mindset are not able to focus on online platform. It is important for them to accept the new learning environment with an open mind. And how to overcome the challenge? Nowadays, adaptive learning is using artificial intelligence to adjust the content according to individual needs. It helps in providing personalized courses to identify their weakness and strengths for better learning outcomes. And the second is technical issues. Many students are not well equipped with a high internet connection that is required for online learning. Due to this, they face problem is going live for virtual learning and other platforms that require internet connection. They face technical issues as they are not much aware of technology and computer application. A slow and high internet connection can play an important role in how quickly you can attend the class and do not miss any live session. There is a possible for of poor connectivity if you find difficulty in downloading some information related to subject, blurred videos, and other. And how to overcome the challenge? You just need to find a high-speed internet connection at your home. And now, where you can get technical support for your connection and other technical issues related to software and tools for effective learning. And the third is computer knowledge. Lack of computer education is a major concern in today's world. There are many students who cannot operate basic computers with Microsoft Word and PowerPoint, and whenever some technical issues emerge, they find it difficult to solve the problem in such a scenario. They face difficulties with live classes, usage of appropriate icon, Microsoft Office, communication-related application and website, browsing study materials, and other. Sometimes they do not know technology provides like login, like classes, creating and submitting work, communicating with teacher and friends. And how to overcome the challenge? Students should be provide access to support device that can help them solve technical problems via call, email, or live chat. And you should pay attention to your instructor during the process of solving the issues. And the next is time management. In many cases, students find difficulty in managing their time with online learning. Online learning is completely new for them and requires intensive work, and they need a schedule planner to manage their time in effective manner. Online learning provides flexible time, unlike traditional classroom, but some face difficulties in adjusting to the time required for online learning. And how to overcome the challenge? Time. Time management is the most important factor in online learning. It needs time and effort for better learning outcomes. You should know the factor that can affect your timing during the learning online and process, such as avoid distraction and try to avoid distraction that can affect your learning. And there are many platforms that can engage your uh, online learning and communication, but make sure that you set time for breaks and focus learning schedule to avoid missing live classes or session. And create to-do list. You can prepare a list of activities on everyday basis and try to break down large activities into smaller on one for better learning outcomes. Use this list to tackle each task. Make sure that you adhere to the list and establish the routine that can make time management practice easy. Seek help. To manage time during online learning, seek help from your parents, friends, and families so that you will not miss out on online learning. At the same time, you work will be done and avoid multitasking. Do not try to take up multiple tasks at the same time. Complete one task at a time, as it can make your work less effective and productive. And the last is self-motivation. Students start losing hope once they find difficulty in online learning. It requires motivation to complete tasks and engage students with their learning. Lack of motivation is a common challenge for all students.
The second speaker is Intan Lestari. For Intan Lestari, time is yours.
Distraction. Learning from home is an amazing experience. You may expect things around you to be like a school campus, but at home things are different. For example, you may want a massive classroom, parks, playground, content, friends, teacher around you to guide and learn. But with online learning, you have to manage everything in one room with parents around you. You can be easily distracted by small things at home. How to practice the challenge? You should inform your parents and friends about the time of online learning so that there will be no distraction from their side. Restrict the study area for others to come during the session and video calls. Make sure you relax in the breaks, sit in the timetable. In this way, you will concentrate on learning and spend quality time with your friends and family. The next, learning styles. Most of the students have learned in the physical classroom. Online learning can make you adapt to different styles of learning. There are some students who can adapt to these styles quickly, but both the students who need time. In such cases, they look contraction, inability to understand the live classes, difficulty in creating projects, and assignment using technology. How to practice the challenge to get better learning outcomes? It is important to understand the learning styles. You can learn through interaction, visual presentation, audio classes, or written notes. Follow your own learning style that helps in enhancing your learning experience. And communication. student lack effective communication skill during online learning, teacher give assignment for improving reading and writing skill, but there is a possibility that they may not be able to write so convincingly that educator understand to effect behind their assignment. There are some students who feel shy to communicate with their teacher and friend due to the new model of learning. It may happen due to lack of interest for technological skills with apps and our application and videos call are unable to express themselves via live chat, emails or text message. How to practice the challenge? You should become aware of the importance of communication for better learning. Online learning enhances your learning experience. It provides a platform for communication and interaction with others. In this way, you are able to learn from them and improve their knowledge and skill. If you have any issues in communication, then seek help from teacher and friend. Ask them tools and can help and instruct for better communication. In the next, virtual engagement. Online class help teacher to provide reading material, assignment, communication via email, live chat or message, and delivering content by live session, presentation, record video, or lecture for the student. In spite of all these activities, still some students do not find engaging compared to a traditional one. Students find it difficult to communicate in person who struggles with understanding concept. Many times, the students do not even approach teacher to clear their doubt. How to practice the challenge? You can communicate with your teacher in private to clear doubts either through virtual learning platform or calls. Your teacher might be able to help you out more clearly, and they can help you with some of the easy reading materials that are simple to your teacher and friend after the online classes for a better understanding of the subject. And last, feedback. Every student needs feedback for their performance during the learning process so that they can improve their learning abilities. They are not only assignment and project. Research reveals that the student hardly visit their assignment to check their respect to only will be difficult for them to understand and implement.
The next materials will be delivered by me about online learning challenge faced by teacher. Now, online learning faced by teachers. As education is going on online, many educators are being asked to teach their students from home. We know that all the teachers are not aware of online learning in their process, and most of them are into traditional classroom teaching. The first challenge is engaging students. As students are moving towards online learning from traditional classroom, it becomes difficult for teachers to adjust to a new learning platform. Teaching online may not influence and engage students for a longer period of time. They can easily get distracted and lose concentration during live session. So, how to practice the challenge? You need to understand that online learning has a lot of advantage with respect to tools and interesting platform to engage students in learning. Try to include tools and multiple types of learning approach such as podcast, video, discussion, various forms of text through articles and blogs, different assessment method, and learning activities and collaboration for better learning outcomes. The second challenge is time commitment. If the course content is taught in person, then you may not really understand the time commitment. It's still difficult to convert those learning into effective online learning. Teachers should be given some time for proper planning of the content and methods to deliver to the student. So if students exceed their deadline in submitting assignment or project can lead to more work from you. So how to practice this challenge? Use a friendly tone for communicating with your student to establish rapport. You can set reminder for assignment and project in your learning management system. Send it to your student 1 week. The third challenge is communication. The more detailed the syllabus, the easier to communicate to the student. Sometimes teachers are not given enough time for the preparation of content for their student. And also, there are students who avoid communication with teacher during our online learning. Online teaching is like communicating without body language. So students may misunderstand and can result in their poor performance. Sometimes students may ask for an extension for their work or give any excuse for their delay. How to practice the challenge? Give flexibility for the student when they ask for not making up to their deadlines. You must recognize the need of keeping in contact with the student and understand what kind of activity can accomplish your goal. Conduct discussion for specific content for the student with the opportunity to solve the problem and learning effectively. Also, providing discussion on practical questions by the student that can reduce frustration, problem solving skill, and handling technical issue. Next, the fourth challenge is assessment. Assessment is the most important part of online learning for students as well as teacher, and it causes stress to students at times. So, whenever there are assignment or project, teacher may face a lot of questions from the student, as there is less communication between student and teachers. Expectation from the student performance also differs. Students are likely to experience less homework, less assignment, or lack of examination at times. This can cause difficult for teachers is assessment. So, how to practice this challenge? You must understand the type of question student and then make sure that you give proper assignment and conduct tests at regular intervals. This can help you to assess them based on their performance. Next challenge is feedback. Every student needs feedback from their performance for improvement. Teachers find it difficult to give students get benefit from it and others don't, as students are not given proper feedback leading to poor performance. Teachers do not find proper methods of providing feedback to all the students. So how to practice this challenge? You should understand how important it is to give improvement. Make sure that you provide personalized guidance to all the students so that they can work on their learning abilities. Next challenge is learning management system. Teachers experience a hard time in expressing their assessment. There have been problems with understanding the level of difficulty in terms of course content among students. According to teachers, the incident of opportunity that happen face-to-face communication fail in online learning. And how to practice this challenge? You should have an understanding of the strong learning management system and web technology that can help you pedagogy. Think and take advantage of the training and workshop attended during teacher training. Apply the methods for effective teaching and management system. You can also approach other teachers who know about the management system in online learning.
And the seventh is teaching method. We know that most of the teachers follow typical classroom style teaching method, as they used to teach with only blackboard and books. It becomes difficult for them to adopt new teaching methods that are completely virtual and technology driven. How to overcome the challenge? Most important thing is to get comfortable in a virtual classroom. Find out different kinds of tools that make teaching and assessment simple and easy. You can develop many teaching methods that can improve their learning, such as conducting different activities, model making, debate, group activities, virtual tours, group discussion, and role play. The egg is fear of cheating. Sometimes teachers might feel concerned about the risk of cheating in online learning. They feel that students that can cheat to get better results in the test and assessment. And how to overcome the challenge? There are many reliable ways to enhance the integrity of online learning. and you should allow students to take exams according to their convenience. Do not force to assessment or any test unless they are ready. And the next is technical issues. Many teachers struggle with technical issues that are unavoidable and cause stress. They become helpless if something technical errors come in the middle of the live session or communicating with students. How to overcome the challenge? You should contact technical support for solving problems that can cause hindrance in the learning process. Make sure you upgrade your computer with apps and software that can help in an effective learning process. And the last is course content. The course content was designed earlier with respect to traditional classroom, but with the shift to online learning, it requires redesigning of course which can take a considerable amount of the time and energy. It would have been successful when it started well in advice for better learning outcomes. Most of the cases, this course work well in traditional classroom but go flat in online learning. It happens when there are no content relatable activities, assignment or project that can be done online. And how to overcome the challenge? You should understand the course content and how to fit it into your online course. Make sure you modify some change in terms of activities and assignment for a better understanding of the concept.
Okay, that's all the material from us about practice and online learning challenge. I hope we can adapt to online learning, but hopefully we will meet again at our beloved campus. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.